Why are you being slow again, computer? Should be good. Chat, how we looking? Are we live? There we go, we should be good. In case we are, hello everyone and welcome back to the Road to Ragnarok, where we are of course streaming God of War 2018 every Friday in the hopes of reaching the end of the game before Ragnarok comes out. Today is a bit of a special episode. I suppose we should call these episodes because while we are streaming, there's some new gameplay footage that's going to be premiering live in about an hour from now. So we're gonna be pulling your in. Thanks, Joyce, for letting me know I'm going to turn on the game audio because I see for some reason my audio settings are messed up. But there's gonna be some gameplay that's gonna be going live while we are streaming. If you're watching the video on demand and if you want to skip ahead to that part, we'll leave timestamps for that. If you're not watching the video on demand, well, you're gonna be stuck with me for an hour because the gameplay isn't live yet. But we're gonna be pulling your in as well because currently I am all by my lonesome. Both Jordan and Joyce are very hard at work on video. So yours gonna be showing up later for the gameplay live reaction as well, so don't you worry. It's not just me for the entirety of the stream. We're just gonna go back into the game now and also discuss some more info that we learned from that Game Informer cover story, because there's some really exciting stuff in there. We also already made a video on it, if you haven't seen that one. I love the fact that we still have that, because I kinda had forgotten. And we also forgot we had this. He says, completely missing the attack. We're gonna get through these dudes first before we actually get into some gameplay details, because it's kind of... I don't think I can talk about the game while beating them up. I know, it's really shortcoming on my end, but what can you do, right? But yeah, we're gonna be live reacting to the new gameplay in an hour. Of course, you can stick around. But if you just want to watch that, if you're watching the TV, you can skip ahead. It should be really cool though, because it's going to be the second time we actually see gameplay of the game. How crazy is that? I am not doing too hot here, and I don't know why. I would like some help, my good sir. Can you give me help? Oh, the boy is doing great. I should remember to use the boy more often. I've kind of been forgetting about my boy, whereas I should. Yeet! This is still 2018. Ragnarok is going to be coming up in an hour. Don't know how much gameplay it's going to be, though, because Game Informer said they had like 4 minutes of gameplay to show, and I think they've divided it between like 2 clips. So we're not gonna get hours of gameplay, unfortunately. I would have loved that. We're doing some big eats though. You need to go, buddy. I don't like those guys. For a very good reason, I might add. Oh. That was a slightly bugged animation. I don't think I've ever seen that before. How's everyone doing? How have you been reading up on the new news? How you like the new... the biggest thing is, of course, the changes to the shield. We're going to be talking about in a bit. How is it getting you excited? How do you like it? Where will it be shown? We're going to be watching it live here, but the source for it will be the Game Informer channel.
Whoa! Now that's impressive.
Okay, we can't open those yet, unfortunately. Where's JorRaptor? Yor will be joining in a bit. He'll be here for the live reaction of the gameplay. Don't worry about it. But let's see. So one of the things we've learned about 2018, which is very cool, is of course we already knew we were going to get multiple shields because we kind of already saw that from the trailer, but we didn't really know what they were going to change. Now we do, because there is this bad boy, which is the Stonewall shield. And what the Stonewall shield does is if you block, and you can kind of see it in the bottom left in the screen, if you look next to the axe, there's like these segments that are charged right now. So if you charge up the shield by blocking attacks, you can then perform a slam attack, which I think we also have a picture of. I came prepared this time. Yeah, there you go. So you can do that by blocking. However, if you're wielding this shield, you can't parry. So that's something to keep in mind. So that pretty much rules it out for me. I like the parry a lot, so I don't think I'm going to be using this one very often. The other one, which is this one, this is the Dauntless, will actually reward you for parrying. so it's much more of a reactive type of shield. Because if you parry at the last moment, you can see it here that the shield is kind of glowing red, and that means you can perform a slam attack because you've just done. I guess they're called perfect parries, but like parrying at the last moment. So I think that's very cool, and they also hinted at there being more shields. So yeah, kind of curious. I think it's going to be a really cool improvement. I do like the fact, because of course, if there's going to be a new weapon in the game or not, we don't know that yet. But if it is, I don't think they're going to be revealing it like in preview footage or preview material. I think that's something we're going to be finding out when we actually play the game. However, I do think this is already something that's pretty significantly going to change up the gameplay, and it looks really exciting, so I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts on it as well. Like, do you like it? Are you like, I'm not really going to be using any of this? We're getting back into the swing of things, by the way. He says, well, literally being almost dead. That was from before. That doesn't count. This counts. There we go. It's better. I would like to heal.
What now?
The light is near. Look for a way inside.
You guys think the combos will still be the same in the new weapons? There is actually also a lot about switching up combos, but we'll get to that in a bit. I want to talk about the shields first. But there is actually, yeah, something that makes me think we're going to be seeing more combos too. Ghost Gaming saying air combos are going to be nasty, and I know we're getting Thor's hammer too. You know it. That's impressive.
That did it. Look, more light bridges.
Well, I guess that confirms it then. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I do still think it's very likely, but I still kind of have my doubts. It will be really cool though.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Nightmares we can deal with. Pretty easily, actually. It will be awkward if I miss that. I should probably break the faces to get help. Yeah, that's a good idea, edible garbage. Also, I think it's funny that your name is edible garbage and you are pointing me at smashing something. Well, technically faces aren't garbage, but still. I think it's funny that I'm being told to smash things to get help by someone who's called edible garbage. You picked your name for a single moment and you made it count. I'm proud of you. Yeah, for everyone who's curious about the new gameplay is coming up in an hour, so you can come back later if you want to. You can also watch the VOD, but it's going to be coming. It's going to be God of War Ragnarok gameplay. This is still 2018, you can probably already tell. But the new gameplay is going to be coming in about an hour from now. Meanwhile, we're going to be smashing up Dark Elves. We're going to be smashed up by Dark Elves, apparently. That is unfortunate. Good thing I have a Resurrection Stone. 0 deaths, 0 deaths, 0 deaths. We don't die here. There we go. Thank you, Kratos! I watch your videos on YouTube every day. You're awesome. Keep good content. Thank you so much.
Did I do okay?
It's really appreciated.
Not bad, but
What
not
are the
good
chances
either.
that we get to visit Asgard? There are no chances. It's already been confirmed. We know we can visit every realm in Ragnarok. I don't know how happy the Asgardians are going to be to see us, though, but we know we can visit it in God of War Ragnarok. That's pretty much been confirmed. That's gonna be really cool. Hey, Austin, good to see you too. I'm having a wonderful day. Wonderful week, actually. Like, so much stuff has
All the
happened.
pathways.
We're gonna be getting new Ragnarok footage. But we already have more info on the game. And we also have the Mirage reveal. Of course, we're not gonna be talking about that too much here, but it is crazy that that was revealed. Oh, I forgot something. I'm going back edible garbage. Did I miss any vases? No, there doesn't seem to be any vases here. We're not going all the way back for those. God of War news will be at 5 o'clock European time, whatever your local equivalent is, but it should be 50 minutes from now. So just hang in there. If you really, and I'm not saying I don't get it, but if you really have trouble dealing with me for more than an hour, that's fine. Just come back in an hour. That's one, I think. Yeah, that's one, and then the other one. This is one. It's not. That was, though. Which one am I missing over here? Or was it just because the other one was tied to as well? Oh no, never mind. I see now. I don't see now. Where's the final blubby boy? Oh, it's a... Pff, I'm being an idiot. Danny Kizzy, thank you so much for the donation.
I wish Mom were here.
Good luck, I'm gonna need it.
Aw.
I think that the boss battle at the end of this realm is one of my least favorite ones because of the whole blinding thing. I really don't like it. Oh, don't worry about it, Ramon. I'm just joking around. Listen, if you want to spend your time watching videos of someone you don't enjoy watching, that's on you. But don't expect me to take that into account. I'm just here to have a good time. The Sprawl, thank you for loving the Dutch accent.
Did you hear that?
Then you came to the right
Still
place, because all
lurking
3
by
members
my
of this
side.
channel have a very pronounced Dutch accent.
When we make it to the light?
So I think
How do you
saying
think
that
we
it's
get it
more
into the
interesting than
Bifrost?
Gotham
The witch
Knights
said
is
to
maybe a
step into
bit...
it.
She did?
When she was
I don't know, I
ripped
think
away
Gotham
from
Knights
this realm,
is looking very interesting.
I missed that.
you were more concerned with her safety
They revealed a
than
lot of
our
new
goal.
interesting details in a recent IGN preview. Get away from me.
Quiet. I have him. You're a nice boy.
Hey Dennis, good to see you too. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. You guys in chat are being too kind.
That was close.
So actually, someone asked about new combos. Let's talk about that before we move on a little bit, because there is something really exciting that was revealed, and I can show that now.
Not stray from
So
me,
in
boy.
Gold War
You
2018,
gotta tell me.
you have one use for the triangle. Oh, never mind. I can't do it here. We're gonna have to move on. Excuse me. We're gonna be back in a little bit because I think there's gonna be a whole scene that's gonna be coming here, which is very cool.
Oh,
I don't know if it's gonna be good. But what I will say is that from that IGN preview, there were some very interesting ideas that I'm really curious about.
Stay back.
Another one. I got you, buddy. New gameplay is gonna be there in 45 minutes.
Yes, we are.
Don't
near
worry
our
about
goal.
it. It is coming.
We must be careful. Understand?
Okay, I think now we're safe to try. Hey Randy, good to see you too. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, so let's not mess things up. What happens in 2018? The triangle button is used for a single thing, which is recalling the axe. So right now I can yeet. No, I can't yeet because I will wake them. God, okay, we'll keep playing. The game doesn't want me to show you guys. I promise it'll be interesting, but I have to continue first.
okay.
Because I can't throw the axe. Get out of here. This is gonna be an epic scene though, so. Everything's gonna break. Surprise, surprise, it's Kratos. Things break.
Here they come. Stay behind me and protect our flank.
Yes, sir!
Oh, this is the part where they're all really weak, so you kind of just smash through them. It's kind of funny. Oh, I don't want to... Can we turn the camera, please? Why can't I turn the camera? Thank you. Camera's being a bit weird. We're good now. There's so many more coming up.
I will clear our path.
Big smash. So many of them. It's this cool little thing that the game does. This is once you get the blades as well, but where you're like
Accuracy over speed!
There are many
set up to
targets.
feel
You
extremely
will not
powerful,
miss.
because this is meant to be like a cakewalk. I've kind of been messing it up, I don't know why. It's literally as easy as just spamming R1.
A narrow
No,
path
Tart, the
that
full
gets
gameplay
superior
for Ragnarok
Stay
will be
focused.
premiering in a little bit. In about an hour from now. This is just 2018. Still a very good game though. Highly recommend you play it if you haven't already. I am doing terrible. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know what happened. Today isn't looking like it's my day. Oh, we made it. Break more stuff. So just 4 minutes of gameplay that will release part by part throughout the month. At least it looks like it. It's gonna be one part today and one part on Tuesday. But still, 4 minutes is exponentially more than what we've had over the past couple of months, so I'm kind of excited. No, Rennick, there is no stealth in this game, which is why I like it so much. This has sort of been a running joke in the community.
Are you injured?
I don't like stealth.
I'm fine.
I'm also bad at it.
Wow.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
The light.
Okay, now I do see
It's making the
mentioning
whole
people
temple
AC. I
reappear.
guess I can go for that a little bit.
It's the
Since
source
we
of
still
all.
can't throw the egg, so I can't talk about the combos. I promise it's coming. I promise it's coming, chat. But the thing with the new AC, it's not confirmed to be in Asia. It's confirmed to be in Arabia. It's in Baghdad.
I told you I heard her.
The whole thing
You think
about
she's in there?
Asia was for Infinity. And I saw people getting it confused in the comments as well. But the new game that they just announced, Mirage, is that Basim Return to Brood stealth game that's gonna be coming out next year, hopefully. The big sort of next step of Assassin's Creed called
Stay
Infinity is something separate.
Stay
That's what that rumored
here.
Japan setting was about, which I think was codenamed AC Red, if I'm not mistaken. That's a separate game.
Only
So the
use it
ones
as a
coming out
last
really
resort.
soon is going to be a return to the more classic style of AC games, and it's going to be set in Baghdad, and we'll be playing as a younger Basim. Infinity is a different project altogether.
Still.
This scene is freaking heartbreaking, by the way. Oh, we need to press buttons. I'm sorry. Don't cross the streams. There we go. Wow, we are joined by the real Kratos over on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Kratos, how's Ragnarok shaping up? You been having fun in the end of the world?
Faye,
Of course I'm excited for Ragnarok. Just wondered how you're doing.
You have to come back. You left me here alone.
Atreus?
Alone with him.
Yeah, I will agree with you, Simcard. Alfheim is definitely not my favorite part of the game. I do enjoy the exploration a bit more, but the main story path is very
He always leaves.
linear, and I also don't
Never
really...
here.
I don't like the Dark
Doesn't
Elves as
want me,
enemies.
never
They
will.
jump around too much. Not that I think that they're, you know, badly designed or anything. I just don't really enjoy finding them. But that's more of a personal preference thing. I'm more inclined to fight
don't know,
things
he
like the
doesn't
Travelers,
know.
or just more just this kind of in your
Doesn't
face.
seem to want to. I'm strong. I'm smart. I'm not what he
Whoa,
thinks I
weak
am.
boy.
I know better. He doesn't talk to me.
Hey, it's a
Doesn't
statue of
teach
Thor.
me. It should
Which
have
we're
been
gonna be
him.
we're
You
probably
hear
gonna
me?
break at some
Him.
point. I think that's a
Not
side
you.
quest, right? Hey Skada, happy weekend to you too. Well, it's not weekend yet, we still have some more work to do. Oh, we're going this way now. I'm sorry. When is the gameplay being shown? In 40 minutes. Give or take a few. And Yor will be joining us as well for that, so you're not just stuck with me. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't do that to you guys.
Except... I don't mean that.
Whoop.
You know I love him. I just wish he was better. I know he can be. So if he tries, I'll try. But if he doesn't, please come back. I know you're out there somewhere.
Do I think Starfield... First of all, to clarify, Danny, I'm not JorRaptor. I work for the JorRaptor channel, so I'm an employee of JorRaptor, but... Yor is going to be coming on the stream in a bit. As to your question, no, I don't think Starfield's going to be bad. I just think that Bethesda games are a certain type of game that don't really appeal to me anymore.
Wait! Come back! No! No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
Hey Steph, good to see you. Thank you for joining.
You were trapped in there. I waited and I waited, but you
This
wouldn't
is
come
just-
out. So I pulled you out.
Boy!
Look how many dead
I was
there are.
gone only...
Anyone saying that Atreus is a pushover,
Moments.
none of you could do this.
No!
Go 100%.
You've been gone a long time. I didn't know what to do.
No, don't worry about spoilers, Simcard. We're gonna be talking about Ragnarok, so we'll have to mention spoilers anyway. But yeah,
That's
look at this.
impossible.
Yeah, cool kid, there is actually going to be Ragnarok
We should go
gameplay.
before
Not
they
from us, we're not going to be playing the game live, unfortunately. But new gameplay is premiering at 5 o'clock European time, so we're going to be live reacting to that. So if you hang in here for a bit, we will be showing and live reacting to some new Ragnarok gameplay.
Look.
Don't worry, don't worry.
But there's no light to make a break.
I understand the
We're
problem.
trapped. And the witch's bowstring is useless.
No, never mind. He just said he was really
Your
useful.
bow. Hold it out.
There we go. Kratos doesn't realize how capable Atreus is. I don't know if it's a realization of him not... Oh, sorry. I don't know if it's a question of him not realizing it or him not wanting to admit it.
On my mark.
Because
Loose
if
your
you
arrow
look,
into the
that is
stone.
exactly the thing that Kratos would not want for his son because of what he's done. Like, the whole point
We can now
of
make our way
Kratos'
back.
journey
Come.
is that he doesn't want Atreus to become like him. And this is exactly what Kratos would have done. This is what Kratos is afraid of. So See, that's the interesting thing. You could say it's him not realizing it, and there's enough clues for that, because of the way he treats it. You could also say that he doesn't want to realize it because of the consequences.
There's a light crystal ahead. Just laying there.
I just love speculating about the story. I'm sorry, I'm a lore nerd. We're gonna putting some crystals in. King Nard, thank you so much for the raid. A proper Viking raid. Oink. I think it's funny these are called light crystals because they're actually really heavy. There we go. Booty! What's that? Well, when in Alfheim, might as well equip it. Where did we did it on armor. We don't have any though. There's the X. For people who are afraid that we'd be forgetting it, you cannot. Boobs for all the good beans. We'll boop right back at you, sir. We have nothing but good beans here in chat. If you mean by the old part, the old game, then yes, Suo Hunter. Boink. There we go. Now we can continue. Lovely being back to full health and full rage again. That's gonna come in real handy. Hello, boys. How have you been? We have more vases to break now, but we do have a sneaky little... I think this is the angle, right? Yeet. There we go. More booty. Very happy I replayed God of War 2018 a couple of months ago. Some moments in the game do seem to tease Ragnarok gameplay. Really? What moments are you thinking will tease Ragnarok gameplay? I'm curious. We do, of course, kind of want to discuss some fan theories as well. And speaking of theories, I can finally show it. I had completely forgotten. So, another thing that will be new for God of War Ragnarok, and this is going to be really cool. Look, if we throw the axe right now, you recall it with triangle. Oh, there's someone about to attack us. Who are you? So we recall the axe. That's kind of the whole deal. That's what it does. I'm just going to be throwing this guy to an early death. Because that's what he deserves. After all, there are more enemies, aren't there? Should let the boy do more work, especially now that he has properly useful arrows. Because the light arrows are actually kind of powerful. There we go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah. So the thing is the only thing the triangle button does is recall the axe. So if I put the axe back, I press triangle, I summon the axe. If I had blades out, I press triangle, I summon the axe. If I have the axe in my hand, the triangle button does nothing. However, in Ragnarok, they will be changing that whereas the triangle button will now trigger what they're calling a weapon signature attack, which sounds really interesting. The idea basically is that both the Leviathan axe and the Blades of Chaos will have
Let us make
a
our way
new
back
triangle move. The one for the axe is called Frost Awaken, and the one for the blades is called Whiplash. And that will trigger an elemental effect on the weapon. Now, I was thinking at first that it kind of sounded like there is a skill already in the game where you kind of put this Blessing of Frost. I think it's literally called Blessing of Frost as well on the axe. But maybe we'll actually get more clarity in that new gameplay, because the article kind of made it sound like there would be multiple attacks. Like, I think, for instance, this screenshot, there's a lot more ice around the attack than we're normally used to. I think the same with this image. There's a lot of frost going on. I don't think we can output that amount of frost damage in the game currently. So what I'm thinking right now, and maybe we'll find out if I'm right in a bit, is that those weapon signature attacks will charge up your currently wielded weapon and then change the combos depending on, well, not the active element. Apply fire on the axe and frost on something else. But at the very least, I think it's really cool that we'll be getting more elemental weapon combos. Because right now, the only way to really apply elemental damage is by the passive mechanic where you build up frost on the axe by just hitting enemies. So I think it's really cool that they're including that. I think that this is the way, right? No, this is where we came from. That's the way. I like it. There we go. The event will be at 5 o'clock European time, 35 minutes from now. You have to wait a little bit longer. Muspelheim and Mimir talking about a fire giant that existed there. Can't quite remember the dialogue. That would be Surtur.
This is block 2.
Which we've speculated that he will be in the game, as he's likely a very big part of Ragnarok. Oh boy, I just wanted to open the treasure chest. You're gonna rob that from me, really? Screw you. You are evil, robbing a man of his well-earned treasure and stabbing him? My goodness. No mercy for you, my friend. No step, we're currently in like the second realm, and when we get out, I don't think we can reach the third of it. We still have some more weeks to complete the game before Ragnarok comes out, so I'm hoping we'll make enough progress. So now we can open this. What's in the box? These always contain exciting stuff. White Architect inflicts a moderate amount of frost damage. I definitely like that more than... Yeah, let's equip that for a change. Why not? We need to wait for the cooldown on the other one. But why not? That was the trick. I remember now. Kumala Puma, thank you so much for joining. Good to see you. Vivek, if Fenrir's supposed to be Loki's son, how is he there when Atreus is a child? Well, Jormungandr is supposed to be Loki's son as well. So the theory that a lot of people are having right now is that it will have something to do with a form of time travel. So that, I mean, that's already also been kind of established by the fact that I think Mimir mentioned this when talking about Jormungandr.
You gonna carry that?
They know that Jormungandr and Thor are going to fight, and then the story is, and it's Norse mythology, so it's kind of weird, that Thor will smash Jormungandr so hard that he literally just gets sent back in time. And that's how the whole Atreus being his father thing becomes possible. Let me think, what was the deal again? Well, that's of course useful, so we can use that. So I think there was... Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a Nornir chest here, which we kind of do want. We need to get the angle on... Oh, never mind, there's free loot here as well. That's one. Are these timed?
Maybe instead of looting a sacred temple, we could just get out of here?
If I want your opinion, boy, I will ask for it.
Yeah. Shush. Silence, boy. I don't remember where the final one is, unfortunately. I know we can send the boy up here. Yeah, no, this is not the teaser for the new game yet. The new gameplay will be revealing in half an hour from now. So just hang tight.
I can't get to the bowl from here.
Also,
Too
thanks,
far to
chat, for
jump.
helping me keep everyone informed. I get that it's confusing,
have a
but the new
choice.
gameplay will be premiering in half an hour, and we're also going to get Yor in here for that too. Okay, and then... Oh, I see.
Are you going to do something, or...
No worries, numbers guy. Like, I get the confusion.
You can reach the bowl now.
Uh-huh.
Get to the bowl, boy.
Anytime you're ready.
What does this mean?
See.
Remember the shape.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Greatest man or tallest tree begins as any more than me. Yeah, it's seed. Stupid rails.
Yeah, so this is the way forward. We're not gonna be going forward yet, because I don't want to miss the chest. Because both the apples and the horns of blood meat are kind of important. So I want those. So I can pick this up again. There we go. Please light it up, my boy. Okay, here you have to strike 2 chests at once, stand near the window, and then strike the one in the window and another bell. So I know the one in the window, so we have 1 here. 1 out of that window. That's the only one, right? So where's the third one again? It should be something that is visible from where we are currently standing. Oh, there it is. I've just been stupid. Okay, let's give this a shot. 1, 2. Just afraid that was going to work. 3. Too slow. Did I make it? I made it. Woo! Booty! What's the best realm in God of War? That is a good question. Midgard, because that's where you fight the Valkyries. Most of them anyway. That's like, I'm sorry, I'm so biased, but that's like my favorite thing in the game is the Valkyrie fight. I don't think it's gonna happen during this stream playthrough, but I'm really excited about the prospect of fighting Sigrun again. That was such a good fight. Don't worry if we miss anything, by the way, chat. We're not going for a 100% completion playthrough. That would be impossible with the time we have left. Oh, by the way, those guys you just saw, they look really nice. They're gonna be assholes in the next game, we already know.
Great. The one with the horns is back. What does he want now?
He's really angry. Do you think we'll be getting a new weapon in the next game? I think so, yeah. And I do still think that the likeliest option will be Mjolnir, although of course Gungnir should also be on the, or Gungnir, I should say, should also be on the menu, which should be
The
cool.
boat isn't here.
But yeah, I don't think that we'll be playing through.
Then we go back the way we
Don't know
came.
exactly how it's gonna play out, but I find it hard to believe that we'll be playing through the entirety of the game with just the Blades of Chaos and the Leviathan.
We really gotta go back down here again?
Then
Do you
again,
see
if
any
I'm
other way?
being completely honest, I don't know if you guys agree. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think I would mind if that's the case. Because I feel like the weapons we have currently are really well thought out, and if they just expand upon those more and make them more interesting, which we know they'll be doing, but I don't think that would be the worst thing. I do still prefer having a new weapon though. Oh boy, it's almost time. How do you know it's in 30 minutes? Because the webpage that's going to be premiering the gameplay, because it's part of the Game Informer cover story, but they posted a countdown timer. So we know it's going to be coming in 30 minutes from now, a little bit less. Another enemy I don't necessarily like fighting, Revenants. Because they do that, and I don't like it when they do that. Yeet. Oh, really? We get Thor's hammer in the collector's edition. They wouldn't put it there if we didn't get it. No, that's your agrees with you. I know, because that's kind of what he's been saying. I'm still kind of holding off on that theory because I believe that when you look at the way the Blades of Chaos work and the way we got that, I don't know how they could make a story beat that is as impactful as that is. But I suppose you're right. Maybe it doesn't have to be. Hi, buddies. Finally some normal dudes to fight. Kratos versus Thor, who is stronger? That's a hard question. I think it will be Kratos. But I actually wouldn't be surprised if like Thor is the first you really gotta watch out now challenge of the game. They brought back the ravens by the looks of it. That is true, Jojo. We actually spotted that in the footage as well. Which I'm kind of surprised by. That wasn't necessarily my favorite activity in God of War. Can we throw him off the ledge? I think we can. Yeet. See you, buddy. Better luck next time. Yeah, so we're supposed to be going here, so we need a crystal. We can also go this way. Let's go that way. See what's up here. There's the crystal. A lot of friends. That's fine. We can of course do this as well. We'll never get over how good the combat in this game feels. Oh, we got a vase! That's for you, edible garbage. And look, it dropped health. What do you know? Easy. Where is the countdown? If you want to see the countdown, go over to the Game Informer channel. Because that's where they're going to be posting it. I can keep you up to date as well. It's in 23 minutes.
Sure you can handle carrying that? Don't want you to be lagging behind when we get attacked.
Remain alert and quiet.
And like, keep your expectations tempered, because they've stated they have 4 minutes of gameplay in total, and it seems like they're going to be posting it in 2 clips. One of them is premiering today, the other one is premiering on Tuesday. Tuesday, innit? Leave me alone. Don't know what I just heard, but whatever it is, leave me alone. Because I want to solve another puzzle. Yeah, I mean, who wants the hammer? I think everyone, right? Exactly, today combat, and then Tuesday Svartalfheim. I'm actually really excited about the Svartalfheim footage as well. I think it's gonna be really cool. Light her up. Alright, what was the deal again? So we need... there's really nothing... Yeah, I was gonna say. So that's on there. Oi. Am I really just... I was gonna say, am I really just missing all of them? The answer seemingly is yes. And we get... Okay, and then the only thing we need to figure out is this one has to... Hold up. We need to do it within a time constraint? Yeah, okay, we do. So maybe I shouldn't miss as much then. Oh, no, I messed that one up. Did I make? Oh, I made it just in time. Woo! I am playing the game on PS5, which is why it's running in 60 FPS. And all I got was a lousy t-shirt. I don't even want this. But we did the puzzle. Let's get out of here. The stun kill on the Wolvers is so good. It's literally just saying you don't have to make a dentist appointment anymore. Ever. It's pointless. Lost Boy, what do you think? What do you think the accent comes from? It's actually funny, because I feel like the Dutch accent... Oops, spoilers. But I feel like the Dutch accent is very pronounced, and it should be very recognizable. And I've seen the weirdest guesses in comments. Not to shit on anyone, I just think it's funny. But I guess it's harder to recognize than I thought it would be. But there's been people who are like, are you from Brooklyn? I'm like, no. I've been wanting to do a proper Brooklyn accent for years, but I haven't managed to. Never mind, are we doing the wrong thing? Yeah, we just need to get back to the elevator. Which is just over there, so we're gonna walk over there. And I think then the boss fight triggers, and then after that... There is something coming up, Rashab, don't worry. Yep, there we go. Now it's time for this boss fight. Alright, I want to focus a bit because I want to get this over with. Because this guy, he's annoying. Mostly because he triggers invisibility in like every possible opportunity. That was a nice block though. I don't like that. Let's get angry. I feel like it's not going to like that. Keep shooting the arrows, boys. You're doing great. Okay, see now we are blinded, and this is where things get bad. He's gonna keep shotgunning, and we keep being blinded. No. Not on my watch, buddy. And we're blind again. Zwartalfjord, or whatever your name is. Zwartaljofur? How the hell do you pronounce that? Buddy, please. Just get over here. Thank you, that's better. We're getting there. Oh, well, we don't. We need to not step into that. Of course he leaves. That is unfortunate, but at least we didn't get blinded. Please stop using ranged attacks, good sir. I only have the core axe. I would like to smash things, thank you. I also have like half of the combos I'm used to having, so... We're fine, we almost got him. Let's not die. That is just unfortunate. Zwartaljofur. Okay. Thanks for the words of encouragement, Gord Brawler. Alright, let's mess him up this time. I'm done playing with you, dummy. Apparently he really wasn't done. You can play that game. There we go. Let's get mad. Why not? Please don't get blinded again. I don't want to be. Oh, really? That's better. Oh no. You can literally just nope out of a parry. What a chat. Unfortunately we have to fight her though. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't off cooldown yet. Really, buddy? I'll fight you here if I have to. See if I care. Oh, he's running away. Running away, are we? Nope, 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 nope. Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice. Okay, he fooled me twice. Where's health? I need health. I don't want to mess this up again. There we go. Ow. Stop jumping away after the berry. That just feels cheap. Like, congratulations, you got a berry. It does absolutely nothing. I'm being blinded again by literally everything. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry. Is he stunned yet? Did you get him, boy? Oh my. There we go. That was terrible. Yeah, we're fine. We're good now. This is normal difficulty, which is kind of embarrassing. I kind of was hoping to get him first try, but doesn't matter. We have him. This is also terrifying, by the way.
No, that can't be.
What did it say?
That we made a grave mistake.
Why, though? What did we do?
We helped the wrong side?
I...
Let me guess. You're gonna be
I...
smug and say you told me we shouldn't get involved.
That is enough.
Can we go now?
Stop stealing my lines, boy.
Do you remember the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, good thing we're fine now.
Boy, what's that say?
Only time you want to talk to me is when you need to.
Do you want to tell me something?
I said, the only time you care to talk to me is when you need me to translate for you. If Mom was
If
here...
your mother was still alive, we would not be here at all.
Great second round. I wish it was the first round, though.
Atreus,
Can't remember why you're being weird.
Forget
Just
it.
fix it.
Fine.
It sometimes does. No, it doesn't. That's unfortunate. It just made it worse. God, no. Maybe because Odin supports Dark Elves. I don't know if he does. Has that been confirmed? Let me see. Just a second, chat. Because this is annoying me. There we go. That's better. Joyce, do you know if yours, by the way, already ready? I don't assume he is, but just in case.
So?
Yeah, Atreus really do be dissing Kratos here.
Was she in the light?
Who?
You know.
Yo, mom.
Oh,
No, I assume he's ready to. Just leave him to work.
Not like you would even care if she was.
Oh, he's
Mind your
definitely
tongue,
salty.
boy.
But he's
Until our
also
journey is
he's
over,
out of
one
place.
us
You
must
don't
remain
just go.
focused. Do not
I have
mistake
more
myself for
trauma
lack of
than
grief.
you when someone just lost their wife.
Go on how you wish.
You just
Leave
don't
me to
don't
my
compare
own.
trauma. It's really as simple as that. Someone says they're hurting, you're like fine, you either help them or you leave it alone. But you're not gonna be like, well sure you're hurting, but I'm hurting more.
Why would you? You do not know my ways.
And also, very fair point of Kratos is that everyone
easy.
grieves in their own way. And Kratos has always had an interesting way of dealing with
In
emotions.
the light,
Let's put
I
it like
felt
that.
holy moments pass. If that is of some comfort to you.
Gameplay trailer will be in only 10 more minutes.
So, should we go back to Midgard?
We're gonna
Face
be
the
getting
Black
the new
Breath?
gameplay
Or do you think
very,
there's more
very
to see in
soon.
this round?
Should be awesome. I'm just checking real quick if
what do
everything's
you
set
mean
up
I see with
properly
the eyes
for
of a
that
child?
new gameplay.
In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost. Sometimes never to return.
People asking about the difficulty
You
we're currently playing
know
on
about
normal
war.
difficulty.
Don't you?
Mostly
Wars are
because we
fought
don't
for
want to
two
get
things,
stuck on things
survival
because of
or
difficulty.
advantage. Battles may be won
I wanted
by
to play it and
the
give me a
soldier.
challenge, but I
Wars
feel
are
like
won by those who are willing to
I
sacrifice
might lose
everything
some time
to
there, and we
ensure
do really
victory.
want to finish it before Ragnarok comes
Seem
out.
busy.
How observant.
I am known for my attention to detail.
Did it? Which channel is the gameplay video being posted to? Game Informer. Because they have to go to
You
war
boys
cover
look
story.
like you're gearing up for quite the journey. There's an abandoned temple in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal
Don't worry, Ben,
storage.
you're actually right on
Packed it
time.
with all sorts of treasures he collected during his
Literally
travels
right on
throughout the
time.
realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the
You could have just
whetstone.
picked up a rock and
Does
threw
this
water on
story
it.
have a point?
Yes, it
Idiot.
does. I just happen to have.
I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. Forget I
storeroom.
said anything.
You might find something useful in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well,
Whetstone?
it sure would be nice of you to bring it to me. I'd advise caution if you're heading to the storeroom.
You have some
Last
lost
I was
items.
there,
Oh, nice.
All manner of nastiness had taken up residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all of his stuff?
Oh,
That is kind of... I kind of forgot about that. That's kind of a big deal. I really want that. We're gonna buy a new resurrection stone, because I wanted
These
to.
things happen when one travels from realm to realm, collecting priceless artifacts that don't belong to you.
I love Brooke and Sindri so much. I don't think I want to look at this yet. There's a lot of them, but I'd rather save up for some cool armors. Also not going to be upgrading anything. I just want to get rid of the exclamation marks because they bother me. Get out of here. There we go. That's better. So you have the resurrection stones. We can of course just sell the artifacts. Yeah. Brooke and Sindri are going to be throwing hands. People saw that in the cover art. That's really interesting. Wolfskin's better than what I have currently, right? Let's get it.
I don't suppose you could try keeping that clean.
Betray a Spartan Rage. Cool. Okay, just give me a second, chat. I'm gonna get things set up with your. So hold up just a minute. You can call me anytime. We're ready. They have that. No, we can buy and equip this too. Better gear. Hello? Hello. Okay, let me make sure chat can hear you too, because I don't think they can right now. Oh boy. This might look a bit weird, chat. Hang in there. I just want to make sure everything's okay. With that. Now this should go off without a hitch. No, people cannot know. This is really sad. Can you hear your chat? Well, not now, because
You
he's
have
not saying anything.
your regular sound on, like from the...
Yeah, no, I do. It's the problem right
Cool.
now is that the camera is kind of not where I want it to be, so I'm gonna be fixing
Yeah, but you
that.
have to share screen first.
Yeah, I
for
mean that too, but the people could only see your forehead, which is kind of sad. So.
Yeah, but if you like share your screen, the camera will change again. So
Oh boy, you're right. I might have messed it up actually. Professionals at work, ladies. and
for
gentlemen.
now, for now it's good. Hello everyone. Hello.
Boom. There we go.
Hear me as well.
Yep, it is messed up again. I'm gonna.
It's it. Don't worry about it.
But now I don't have the your cam anymore. How do you do this? I literally don't see your webcam anymore. Where did it go?
Just the best thing you can do right now is select a new window from Discord, and then you will have. Oh, you just don't see.
No, like I
yeah.
literally don't see your webcam in Discord anymore.
If you click on the Discord, in Discord, if you click on the image where you now see the God of War stream, you should see all three windows next to each other.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
and
we
then you
go.
should be able to make me.
Oh.
Oh, curious, new God of War Ragnarok gameplay. I think it's like a very short video. I think some people were already able to see that through the, I don't know how, through some magic or something, I don't know. But, yeah.
But this is the
Should
first
be.
new gameplay we're getting in literally forever, so that is really cool.
Yeah,
We'll be
yeah.
continuing a bit more with the game because we still have a couple of minutes left.
So what is the, what was the gameplay again going to be about?
This is the combat gameplay. So we have two clips of
Okay.
gameplay. We have one that's more focused on the Svartalfheim exploration, which is going to be airing on Tuesday. And
Oh, yeah,
then this one is going to be the Kratos playing with his food, which sounds very exciting.
Oh, yeah. I think it will be that combat song we've now seen multiple times, also with
With the Grim. Yeah, with the,
with the Grim, where you also see the grappling hook, that you can use that and stuff like that.
Yeah,
or
for
like the
sure.
blades as
Which
well.
kind of makes sense because I think that specific combat arena displays a lot of things that are going to be new and upgraded. It's very much like a showcase of, hey, this is what we've added to our encounter design. So I'm really curious. The thing I'm most curious about is if we'll get to see those new weapon signature attacks they mentioned.
Yeah,
in
I think
action.
so.
I do hope
think
so, because it's still kind of, we mentioned in the
happens
video
again,
we made as well,
tell me.
but from the judging
Understand.
from the article, it's kind of hard to tell what exactly it does. I just want to see it in action, because it does sound really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yeah, I hope they can explain it more. I see some people say a PlayStation Showcase would be better place to show gameplay instead of releasing part by part. Like, you have to remember that this is separate from... Of course, they have like a big marketing plan for this game, but this is separate. Like, this is more
Have the light. Midgard.
for them to, for example, have like Game Informer discuss news. And if you really think about it, it's still from parts we've already seen. I think the next trailer will hopefully show another realm that we haven't seen before. Like, Game Informer is just like giving a sort of like zoom in on the first trailer, so on Svartalfheim. They
Yeah.
only show Svartalfheim so far, right? That's kind of the focus.
Yeah, I think that's only the
So-
only thing they've been shown, because that's the only part they kind of mentioned, and judging from the screenshots, like we saw enemies being at level 1 as well, so I feel like that will be the first area we travel to.
Yeah.
Which I think makes sense, because I feel
It's cool as
like,
well.
yeah, because you immediately get thrown into a new area. Plus, I have a theory that the new realm travel mechanic that we're gonna be, because we're gonna be needing a new one, because this one, like this thing we're using right now, the bridge that's turning, the whole lake is frozen, so it's gonna be a bit problematic to turn that bridge.
Yeah.
So we need a new way, and I feel like Brock and Sindri are going to be playing a role in that. We know we'll be meeting them when we get to Svartalfheim, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's gonna be.
I think it's so interesting how, like, I really think when we get to play the game and then look back at all the preview footage, it's like, whoa, they only showed it first.
Yeah.
Which interesting, because it does mean that the shields, like these two that we saw, and likely the signature weapons, are available early on. So that should already change things up quite a lot.
I'm going to pause it mid cutscene because I want to swap over to the stream already, because we have like 2 more
Yeah, then it
minutes
says
left.
2-minute warning, people.
Okay, fingers crossed this works out. Oh, I just need to readjust your camera. I'm glad I switched before. That's on me. Sorry, chat.
No problem.
We're fixing things. Professionals at work here. Don't worry about it.
So what's the new footage? So it's going live in like a few minutes. We're very close to it, actually. 3 more minutes. I think it's not updated on my end. If you, oh yeah, no, it still says 5 minutes.
Then I need to. Oh, I'm struggling so much with the whole. I need to get better at solving things in OBS. This is taking way too much effort. It's not updated yet. It's saying
like,
for me it goes
F5?
live in 60 seconds.
Oh, now it is. Now it is. Yeah.
I
Nice.
did just F5, but yeah, there we go.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Okay.
Stream's working.
Combat lets you play with your foot. Okay.
Stream's working fine on your end. You can see everything okay?
Yeah. I see a lot of people going crazy. 4,000 people are waiting. That's quite a
Wonderful.
lot.
Yeah. For like, it's assumingly not even going to be more than like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what people are saying.
But I'm excited.
Because in total they have 4 minutes and they're kind of spacing it out.
Yeah. Between
which makes
those
sense.
two videos, one focused on like exploration and one on combat, and that's the one we're getting right now.
Yeah. So I'm sure we will see like the barrels you can, because they kind of talked about that, like destructible environment that you can then use to your advantage, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that it will say like that it's gonna start, and then it will still be like that 2
The
minutes
YouTube
that we
countdown
always
thing.
have. Yeah.
Maybe not. This might be different. I hope it will be.
I think it will. I think it will still have the thing.
At least I can make sure it's set to the proper resolution then. Just let me know if audio
I don't see how they
levels
can.
are okay. 'Cause
I don't see how they can ruin it. I really think for God of War, I don't think they will ruin it. I just think that the expectations are so high, and if it's just more of the same but improved, I'm not sure if that's enough. Like that's kind of, I think the takeaway.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where the struggle with Horizon in the end as well. Like if you look back, we maybe expected like a bigger jump, and I feel that this game can fall in that same trap.
Oh, for sure. I think there are a couple of games that came out this year that had like unreasonably high expectations. I think the only one that kind of lived up to them is Elden Ring.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is not to say
For
that
some
the ones
people.
that didn't. Yeah, I mean that's not even for everyone. You're right.
Yeah, sure.
But I feel like that's nothing to say about the quality of the games. It just goes to show that people really have high expectations of games these days, and I think that's especially true for Ragnarok. Oh, you're right.
Ah, there we go.
I feel like I need to turn down the audio a little bit. I can pop it to full screen now, so that's good.
I think I can turn it up a bit. I mean, I think we will just be quiet during the stream. I think like 2 minutes. So the countdown is longer than the whole video. Maybe that's
maybe.
That's crazy. Kind of weird. I'm not sure if you said it already that we of course want to do these streams every Friday, and now on Friday they are.
Yeah, the timing is perfect. No, I didn't even talk about that because of course we already had the stream planned for this time slot before we knew about this, and then suddenly I think it was yesterday they announced it, right? It's like, damn, well, you get new gameplay live during the stream. That's kind of the dream come true.
I am retweeting it once again.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
Oop.
Alright, chat, get ready, get yourself seated. If you need to jump out to get a drink, do it now, because we have one more minute.
1 minute.
1 more minute till we finally... I can't believe I'm saying this. New God of War Ragnarok gameplay.
Haven't played Forbidden West yet. Is it not as good as the first one? Like, it's still... I would say it's better, like, on paper. It's just, like... they're playing it pretty safe. That's, I think, the biggest takeaway with that game.
It's very...
It's like,
sequel.
For like Guerrilla Games jumping into the sort of unknown with Horizon Zero Dawn, it was like, well, how can this shooter studio make a game like this? And now it's really like, okay, they made the game basically again, but better.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna swap it over to the full screen now as well. So chat,
They totally did this on purpose just to help you.
That would be, if that's the case, thank you.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah,
thank
let's
you,
do
Corey.
it. We'll be quiet, and after this, we're gonna break it down.
Hello, it's Jay from Game Informer. God of War
Turn
games
it up.
are known for their expressive, gritty action, and Ragnarok looks to be no different. In fact, 2 lead combat designers told me their process is inspired by a badass studio catchphrase, play with your food. And you can see how Kratos lives up to that philosophy, grappling ledges with his Blades of Chaos and launching opponents with the 2 new Dauntless and Stonewall arm shields. Atreus assists the war effort by stunning with arrows, destroying obstructions, swinging his bow, and summoning spectral allies like in the last game. One big change that's pretty easy to miss unless you're playing is the new ability mapped to the triangle button. By holding or mashing triangle, Kratos activates his weapon's signature move. Depending on whether he has a Leviathan axe or Blades of Chaos equipped, Kratos can infuse his steel with ice or fire. These elemental moves, called Frost Awaken and Whiplash, do extra damage by freezing or incinerating enemies. Even though you're an unstoppable ball of rage, one combat designer cautioned that we shouldn't play with all our food. Some food can eat us pretty easily too. Want more info about the new reptilian creatures called Grims or some of the playstyles you can experiment with? Go to GameInformer.com/GOW Ragnarok and be sure to stay tuned for more God of War videos.
It felt shorter than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was
To be
expecting
fair.
a bit more. It did look cool though. I was just expecting a bit more. They kind of really... Because I feel like the most exciting clips they also already shown in like their preview thingy.
The chat is going crazy. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, I get it.
Hey, I mean, yeah. Let's maybe if you like refresh it, I think the.
I was gonna say because the quality was kind of because it's a live stream. I don't know. I don't have ad block. I'm sorry.
Oh no! I'm gonna get you premium.
You should.
Turn down the full.
I'm gonna be muting this. It's about guitars though, so it's exciting, chat. And this is an unskippable one. Oh, I knew I forgot something.
Hey! It keeps the lights on. Keeps the lights on.
That's true. You're welcome, Game Informer. Okay.
No!
I'm sorry.
Okay, there
Okay,
we go.
do we have
140. Okay, it's 4K now.
bam?
Nice.
That's better. Okay. So we're
I'm
gonna
not
get
sure if
back
you have
over
to
it.
like hear the guy again. You can like turn
Just
off
turn
the
off the audio.
voice.
Yeah, of course, because the game
Yeah.
sound isn't in there. Okay, so first things first. We get the health stones back. No, I don't want to do that. We get the health stones back,
Yeah.
which is kind of already to be expected. This is really curious because we already saw this, but when it drops, look at the giant frost explosion. That's
Yeah,
new,
yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
That is a really
Yeah,
cool
for
move,
sure.
especially with the whole added verticality thing. The grapple.
It's really
of
when
course.
I'm just like thinking like when you play this, you will just be like 4 minutes and you move on to the next area and you forget about it. And now we're here analyzing it. It's like
Yep.
kind of crazy how Sony games are doing stuff like that. Like during a Ubisoft event, it's like play 2 hours, record everything, do what you want. And here it's like, oh,
Yeah.
we finally have 1 minute of new footage.
You
Let's
get
take a look.
nothing. Yeah.
I liked seeing like a lot of the. It really felt similar, but also like this is the start of the game. You can already do so much stuff.
Yeah, like
which is
the
crazy.
variety in moves, especially between the two weapons, is awesome.
Yeah,
And then you put the shields on top as well, because those are going to be early unlocks too. Then I want to play it back a little bit because we did actually
sure.
see the. Where is it? Was it here? We did see the Frost Awaken, and it was kind of what we were expecting.
no, it's a little later. I think.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
too.
when he like kills them, and then he like.
Yeah,
It actually is the same
That's
animation as that.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Except now it no longer zooms in because it's not a runic attack, of course.
yeah.
And then the Whiplash was the one before that, I think.
I think they did it afterwards, or
This is, of course, the Stonewall Shield, which we kind of already knew how that worked.
I think that's my biggest takeaway, how you're using Atreus now for more than just combat. Like, you could, in the first game, like, remember the person saying last stream from, hey, don't forget Atreus.
Yeah.
And now it feels like he's needed in order to explore the whole map, in order to make sure that you can reach every part of the level.
Yeah, because it's literally like blowing up progression blockers. I also think it's a cool detail here for the Grims that they can kind of, if you look, the guy jumps up on the wall and he just
Oh
sticks
yeah,
there.
they can like
That
yeah.
is really cool, and then you can grapple them off of it.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I think that we missed the
I think
Whiplash.
it's in a way similar to Forbidden West as well, where you of course had these totems that you could like launch yourself onto. Like you're just able to
Yeah, for
instead
sure.
of just like have this area where you're fighting in. Now you're way more looking around. How can I use the environment to my advantage? To be fair though, in Horizon you could still like completely finish the game without even touching that mechanic. Does seem that right here it's like, I mean, of course we now see a pro play, so maybe we can still do the old fashioned, but I would imagine that like stuff like that when there's like a Grim on the pillar there, if you let Atreus shoot the guy or shoot the pillar down, he will fall down, deal some damage. That's
yeah, for
awesome.
sure. I do think it's also, because this is something that we haven't talked about either, but the Dauntless Shield, I was kind of expecting something a bit more exciting, I'll be completely honest, because I remember saying in the video, it sounds like it's similar to the guard counter we already have, but it actually is. It's just it does
yeah,
throw
it's like
them back a lot further though, but that might just be the fact that
yeah.
they're smaller enemies.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm curious if those. I don't think those runic attacks will be back then. Like if they just like incorporated them in like a more, because of course first you had to choose which runic attacks you were going to equip. Now you have access to them all the time, or depending on your shield.
No, I do think
Instead
we'll
of
still
the-
be getting runic attacks if you can see.
Yeah, but
like,
not those.
No, for sure. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. Yeah. Like
Those are
blessing,
not the ones
blessing
that
of the
they-
frost
no.
is probably gonna be gone.
Yeah. I think
This
so.
is also like this specific move, the fact that you can sort of combine traversal with combat, just straight from the leap go into that slam is really
And
cool as well.
Wasn't that a skill you unlocked like way late into the game, that you had like the sprint attack? It really seems that you already have a lot unlocked from the start.
Not way late. I think where we currently are at in the playthrough, I think I have it. So
But
it's
you had
not
to
way
unlock
late,
it,
but
like
you do
the-
have to unlock it. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
absolutely
now
right.
it seems That's really cool. I like that in Forbidden West as well, where you could already like jump and then slow down time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was already there. Let's look at the chat a bit. You can like continue.
I was gonna say I'm gonna throw it back to the game as well. There we go.
Jet Tech is asking, is the first gameplay we've seen for Ragnarok? I mean, you can say so. Like the first trailer was, of course, just some like parts of it. But yeah, this is like the first time that we're. I mean, there are still cuts in it. It's still not really raw gameplay as we kind of like. Remember when God of War 2018 was announced? That was raw gameplay, like when we saw it for the first time.
That
Still
was,
haven't seen
wasn't
that
that
here.
actually? It was being played live while the orchestra was playing along. I'm actually going to.
I think Corey was like sitting on the balcony,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
the orchestra. I was in that room. Still wild.
You were, wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a first for me. I'm gonna stop the stream as well to improve the quality of the stream.
Good. Now when you're
That
done
is
gawking,
wild.
I got a favor to ask.
Oh, you're not gonna show more of the gameplay, or?
I mean, I can. I thought you said we were gonna continue.
What is it, dwarf?
Oh no, I thought you can like show more. I was just gonna insert some questions from the chat regarding the game.
Sure, we can go back. Do you want me to put the stream up in Discord again as well?
Probably
So you can watch
Yeah,
it
yeah.
too?
So I can like
Maybe
watch
you
the
can
one.
find
My bad,
He's
my bad.
dwarfing like me.
No problem.
Where's
I'll let the
fancy
cutscene
green
run
ring?
then, so we can just at least continue.
Combat looks a bit more polished,
If it is on our
expanded.
path.
Yeah.
see how.
How would you compare God of War
Not a
combat to
something
AC
for
Valhalla? I
nothing
think
type,
it's
are you?
very different.
If you find
Because in Valhalla you don't really have the verticality, which they are now of course adding a lot.
Get you inside
And in what I really like in God of War, it's that you can really like use your two weapons,
You found
which you now
something
already have from the beginning. Like that's like it seems like a small thing because yeah, we already had these weapons at the end of God of War 2018. But at the start of the game, you like right now during our stream that we're doing now, you're only running around with the axe.
Yeah.
So already being able to switch and having two weapons is wild. Not to mention that, like, yeah, like I especially now with the sort of elemental attacks that they talked about, I think Mjolnir makes even more sense now because then you of course have a thunder.
Yeah,
sort
and
of
we
weapon.
already have that as an element for Atreus, so it makes a lot of sense for Kratos to get access to it too. So for sure.
Or Atreus, if it's really gonna be that at one point
That is
we were
also
controlling him.
I just noticed this by the way, but the whole thing with Atreus blowing up the pillar that the Grim is sitting on.
Yeah,
You
you
kind
actually
of-
mentioned that.
Sorry, I thought you meant that it was sitting on the wall, but yeah, there's
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
more
but-
destructibility to like the environments
For
in
sure.
general. That's also really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, of course the brutal attacks are still back. Not as brutal as we usually see. I think this was like pretty.
I think they
clean
kind
for
of
Kratos.
tone it down for like the smaller enemies because the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
ones aren't that impressive as well. But I mean, we
Those
mentioned it during
werewolves,
the
man.
stream. Yeah,
Do you know
We
that-
literally mentioned that one during the stream before you got on, like the Wolver enemies, where it's like, congratulations, you no longer need to see a dentist ever in your life. It
Oh, yeah,
rips
yeah.
off the lower jaw. I feel like there's gonna be more of those as well.
I'm curious.
sure.
Can you like switch shield in midair, or did they, or like in mid combat, or did they like record this scene a couple of times to show both shields? Like
I
because
would imagine that, like, maybe going into the pause menu for sure, but I can't imagine you being able to swap like you were able with the weapons. Because they also mentioned it's not just going to be Guardian Shield, Dauntless, and Stonewall.
no,
They already mentioned
gonna be
they're
more.
going to be more.
Yeah, but maybe
like,
two. Like yeah.
that could be a possibility that you can set like two of them.
Hey, go back to the
Which one?
Because if you get the to the start. Yeah, here you see triangle really big. See that next to the health bar.
Yeah, but
that's for the
that's-
signature attacks.
No, that's for the recall because the axe is currently stuck in an enemy.
Was that already in the first game that you saw like a triangle?
I can
there?
literally check that right now. Hold up a
I
minute.
can't
I need
remember
to go outside. No, I don't need to go outside. It wasn't in the middle. It's a smaller button prompted box. So they just
Okay.
made it
First time I'm like seeing that because
increased visibility. That's also... See, that's interesting. Because this attack, I think, is also a
Yeah.
runic attack in the game. It's like
sure.
the River
Yeah.
of Knives or something. But
Yeah,
now
yeah,
you
yeah.
can perform it with like pretty much no hassle with, I think, the Blessing of the Frost active. Or does he activate it later? No, he activates it
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
So that...
So is that the runic attack that he has equipped at that moment then?
No, because then you would see the cooldown
Yeah.
on the HUD. So it
Yeah, I'm
seems
really
like
curious.
they
Yeah.
just incorporated runic attacks into Kratos' regular moveset, which is
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like, we already knew that they were going to be expanding greatly on the Blades' moveset, because they mentioned that as well. But from the looks of this, it also really looks like the axe has received a significant upgrade, which is awesome, because I still think that's my favorite weapon to use. I prefer the axe over the Blades.
No, I like them for different, like for more like for the armored enemies, for example, the knights. I prefer the axe, but for like the squishy enemies like this, I prefer the blades. So it's like kind of cool that you. I think there's quite a lot to analyze. I think we can really like say a lot. Also, for example, Atreus at the start already has that grab ability, obviously, but that's also something I think he only does later into 2018, right?
Yeah.
That he, like,
Or, I mean,
holds
at the
onto
very least,
enemies.
you can upgrade it. I don't remember if he has it at the start. I don't think he does.
And 3 arrows. I'm not sure if you already had that before.
Yeah, I think 3 is the base to start out with.
Like Monday, I was saying small video, but we still got a lot of information. Yeah, it's the first time that we basically see the game, running without like just one combat encounter. I do think they recorded it 2 times, because we do see like one with the different shields, and also the runic or like the runic attack is here and not here. So there's like a completely different.
Yeah, I think they're different things altogether. I think you're right.
Does he have like an arrow in? Oh no, those are like the. Those were already in the game, right? That you like see where the enemy is coming from.
Yeah. Those direction markers, and, like which kind of attack is trying to hit you. Yeah, that was already in the game.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see if we can see but you can't. But the Stonewall shield, whether the red bars are actually the charges, but they're already full here. I think, by the way, they mentioned that if you block too many attacks after each other, that the shield is able to like break. Not permanently, of course. You don't lose the shield. But I think that's kind of what the red is signifying here, that it's almost ready to break. You can't just use it to... That specific shield that you saw there, you can't parry with it. Yeah.
I think it was just confirmed. Look, it's gone now. So if you like go back to when you had all the charges...
Yeah, we had the screenshots already, but now we can see it in sequence. You're right.
Yeah, so if you like go back now, go back a little bit more
further. Yeah, here
there you see all the charges.
Slam, and now they're gone, like at the bottom left.
Yeah. So that must be that.
I'm still just curious if one attack equals one charge, or if it's like a meter that fills, and the stronger attacks will fill it up more. That will be interesting. But
yeah.
You do absolutely. That's part of the HUD.
I'm curious though, why does he not have the Niflheim armor? Like I would wear that at this point.
for sure. Or the Valkyrie armor, you know.
Yeah.
No, that's still because we saw that from the first trailer already. Like, your weapons are back at base upgrade level 2, and I'm kind of curious if we get an explanation for it, or if it's just gonna be like, well, it's a video game, deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, in Horizon they tried to explain it as well, but it was like, but I'm traveling, so I lost all my gear, and then a few hours later you're still running
traveling.
And you go from Las Vegas to San Francisco, and you keep all your gear. So yeah, I did not really like that explanation. But yeah, let's cover this, I guess, because there is. I thought, okay, maybe it's not enough, but.
No, we can work with this, right?
Yeah.
We can definitely get some more info on this.
Okay, so I think then we have to end the stream and work on that.
All right. I'm gonna make sure to save the game then as well. Yeah, because of course we wanna analyze the hell out of this footage. We're gonna get every bit of information from the 1.5 minute we have right now, and make a video on that. So hope you guys are excited for that. We're gonna wrap up the stream here. Thanks everyone for joining. Hope you enjoyed the live reaction. And yeah, thank you.
Next week we'll be back, and hopefully I will be joining then. There is of course a Ubisoft Forward, but that's the day after that, and I don't think there's some other things happening. Like I now was working on the Losses review, which is coming along, but it's taking a lot of time. But it will be up, and we have another Hogwarts video as well. So still a lot of content coming, and an analysis of this new gameplay. So let's work on that.
Yep, I'll see you all in the next stream. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, of course, we're going to be streaming God of War 2018 every Friday, so if you like the stream, you can join back next week. And like you said, we have a ton of videos coming up, so stay tuned to the YouTube channel for that as well. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks Mod for modding, and we'll see you in the next stream.
Have a great weekend.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.